Last week's deaths in our community simply highlights what's been treated as invisible, hopelessness of our urban young males. It's appalling that in light of the deluge of significant violence, mayhem, death, and economic failure among 16 to 25-year-old males, as well as the stats that verify significant implicit bias by our police, that a state of emergency has not been called already by our community leadership to incorporate, invite, to address and abate the list of explosive items before they ignite like other communities around the United States. Adding more police is not the answer. An aggressive hope initiative on the heels of a state of emergency, calling together foundations and community stakeholders as soon as possible, is the right way to develop a right now intervention to incorporate what we need as a community and create answers. Last night, 100 men or more gathered and determined that after a test of the toxicity of our current water, it didn't just have lead in it, it had high levels of hopelessness and despair. We're asking that you consider please declaring among not only your very difficult job in community leadership, but among stakeholders and business owners to address the issues of the blight among urban young men who for 65 years, according to the statistics that have been published by our municipality and various stakeholders like our local universities, shows that one demographic is utterly failing, but we keep making economic and budgetary allocations to things on equipment, weapons. Now we're proposing or potentially proposing the hiring of officers. When you look at the salaries of what that packaged officers would look like, that's almost $1 million. $1 million, and we've not even considered one humanitarian act for the single largest failing audience in the history of Grand Rapids, which would be the Hispanic and African American male population that's locked in the 49506, 49507 area code. I would implore you to do some right now type agenda meetings so that we can incorporate the strength of our community and the vitality of change, just like we've renovated our community. Thank you.